Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
It's football season, and Rose Brothers is happy again to help sponsor the Breathitt Bobcats here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. When you're outfitting your athletes or need warm weather gear, visit us at Rose Brothers. Our Under Armour, Columbia, and Simply Southern outerwear are just what you need to keep the chill away. And see our athletic and active footwear for your whole family. And we offer no-fee layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. You can always see what's going on at Rose Brothers on the web at rosebros.com. Then come see us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Batable.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
All right, folks, we are here live from Paintsville, Kentucky at Coach Jim Matney Field, the house that Matney built, as I like to call it. Live Bluegrass Sports Nation will be audio only here tonight, coming to you from Johnson Central as they host the Breathitt County Bobcats in a big matchup. Both teams, Eric, I don't know if you know this, but Matt Hudson informed me, both teams with the same record at 1-2. I would venture to say that early in the season, both of these coaches for both teams, Coach Moore and Coach Peck, would have thought they would have had 2 wins by now, but both ball clubs have faced some difficult opponents early, and like I talked about with Coach Moore on the show Wednesday night, Johnson Central scheduling Belfry and Breathitt back-to-back. You think we got a tough schedule, take a look at theirs. I mean, they didn't shy away from anybody either. Neither one of these teams holding any punches back early on this season.
No, you're right. Now, one thing about it, they're not going to have the same schedule after tonight or the same record after tonight, Rob. One of these teams is definitely going to come out of here with a win and one with a loss. And, you hate to have that many losses on your record this early in the year, but that sometimes can happen when you have such a tough schedule. But like you said, Coach Moore and
Coach Peck.
Coach Peck, neither one of them pulling any punches. Both of them are, going for the goat, so to speak.
Well, Johnson Central is in an established ball club. We've known that for years. Coach Matney made believers out of a lot of people. 2 state titles. There's so much to be said about the work that he did here in Paintsville with this Johnson Central ball club. You step onto the campus, you got the feel of a small university type feel when you come to Johnson Central with the field and the facilities they have, and it doesn't take long to look around. They've got the community support. You talk about the schedule and the anticipation that a lot of Breathitt County fans have had in this season. A lot of it has been for the Belfry game. A lot of it has been for this Johnson Central game. A lot of fans look forward to coming over here. We've played them year after year in the youth program and the middle school, and I think we played JV game over here last year. So it's been building. It's been coming, and it was just a matter of time before we finally got each other on the varsity schedule. And I'm just tickled to death to be over here tonight and to get to watch 2 good ball clubs, 2 dynasties in the mountains, if you will, get ready to go after.
Yeah, I'm like you, Rob. I'm just wanting to see a good ball game here tonight. Breathitt and Johnson Central both are known, in mountain football for having good programs. And I will agree with you that they've got a beautiful campus here. They've got a real nice stadium and field. It's a lot nicer than it was the last time I was here, but that's been a long time ago.
You're not that old now. Come on.
Well, we're getting older every day.
We got about 5 minutes, folks, before kickoff. They are lining up the spirit line in front of the inflatable eagle. We got team captains for the Eagles here in front of us, waiting on the Bobcats' arrival down to our right. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back from Paintsville. Johnson Central, Eagles taking on the Bobcats.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Three minutes on the clock here in Paintsville, Kentucky. Johnson Central Golden Eagles making their way to the Spirit Line. Breathitt Bobcats, Coach Kyle Moore, and their team captains tonight onto the field. And we're getting ready for coin toss and players to be on the sidelines, getting ready for kickoff here shortly, Eric. Just going to try to tell you those names in front of us as I get my glasses on. We got number 1, that is Carter Conley. Number 5, that is Ryan Rice. Number 15, Seth Kilbert. And number 7 is Jacob Grimm. Those are your team captains for the Golden Eagles. And crossing the field in front of them, Coach Moore and 4 of his soldiers. Number 82, Wesley Abner. Number 76, Evan Miller. Number 79, James Ogans. And number 59, Jacob Parker. Team captains meet at center field and coaches shake things up. Got about 3 minutes before kickoff. Pretty good group of fans here in front of us, Eric, for Johnson Central. Looking across the way, we still got some Breathitt folks winding in. And I got a few people over in the stands, not quite as many as we're used to on Friday nights, but we still got some people trickling in. Going to be a great night of football. Friday night lights, when the lights come on in Paintsville on Johnson Central's field, Coach Matney Field, when the lights come on, you know it's mountain football time. The Golden Eagles hosting the Bobcats of Breathitt County. Bluegrass Sports Nation, proud to bring you this one here tonight.
Yeah, there's no other place I'd want to be on a Friday night than at a high school football game if there's Bobcat football going on, Rob. I love the atmosphere of a high school football game. But I just want to say something, what you said earlier is they got the support of the community. They do. There's a good crowd here.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, you look around at the sponsorships they got around the field, just a great atmosphere for high school football. And you said it, high school football, there's an excitement. There's a drive, and there's a lot of folks that, it doesn't matter what the record is at your hometown school. They're going to show up on Friday night for football.
Yeah, and it's good to see people come out and support these young student athletes like this. It means a lot to when you're a player and you're out there and you see the stands full. Look at how many people are down there for the Spirit Line.
Yep.
They've got a good thing going here as far as support for their ball club.
Well, Coach Moore and I talked Wednesday night on the Kyle Moore Show as we came to you from one of our sponsors, Variety Pizza. We talked about the Johnson Central run game. There's one thing that's going to happen tonight. It's kind of like concrete. Concrete's going to always get hard when it dries.
Yeah.
Johnson Central's going to run the football.
Well, Rob, if you all were going to talk about Johnson Central's passing game, it would have been a short show.
Well, I tell you what, I was kind of surprised in warm-ups. They got some pretty big guys out there. Look like tight end types, yes, and some fellas coming off the line that can catch the ball. But from the youngest of age to the oldest of age here in Paintsville at Johnson Central, you better be ready to run between the tackles. Mm-hmm. Fullback dive, quarterback keep, counters, just off tackle. They're going to bring it at you. It's similar to a Belfry type offense. So they're going to line up, run the ball, and they're going to have 3 or 4 people in the backfield that are pretty good at it.
Yeah.
You look in the stat sheet. One thing I noticed on their rushing yards, you got 3 guys that's already got over 100 yards. The top gainer, Christian Barnes, he's pushing 300 yards for the year. He's averaging 87 yards a game. But you look down the list. You got 3 more people knocking on the door of 100 yards for the season already.
Yep.
You got 6 ball carriers on this club that can really put a hurting on you quick.
Yeah. You've mentioned a few times already. They've got some big young men up there on that offensive line. If I had those kind of guys on my roster, I think I'd line up and run the ball too. They play smash mouth power football. Kind of reminds me of how we used to play ball back in the day before, Coach Hokeman decided to spread it out and throw the ball around. It's fun to watch. You don't see teams line up like they do anymore.
Before the air raid hit Jackson,
Yeah.
And Coach Holcomb got the bug to throw the ball, and Waylon started sitting back in the pocket. Brother, you're right. We used to throw it a lot. Your Bobcats of Breathitt County are set to receive, and the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central will kick it off. Got about 20 seconds before we tee this one up. Folks, you're going to be looking at that scoreboard all night. We appreciate you logging on and listening to me and Eric, and appreciate Matt Hudson here getting the broadcast going for us and being able to be here. That's what we're going to have tonight. We're going to be audio only. We're going to do our best impression of our friends at the radio station tonight.
Yeah, they say, what is it, the imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Right.
So.
They're sitting right beside of us, so maybe we'll pick up some points tonight. Cats back to receive. John Carter Holland just about 8 yards maybe in front of Isaac Wheels Turner in the backfield to receive the kick. Field is set, clock is set. There's the squib kick, little pooch, and the Bobcats, it gets past one, and that second line of receivers ball will be fell on by Corey Combs right around the 41-yard line of the Cats.
It'll be interesting to see how Coach Kyle Moore wants to open this game up. We've talked a lot about Johnson Central being big and strong and running the ball. What little bit I've got to watch of them, they're impressive, but I think the Bobcats might have the edge in the speed department. So I wonder if Coach Kyle Moore won't try and take advantage of that here tonight.
Well, they've not been bad with the run defense so far this year. Belfry really and Pikeville really exploited us, but that was early on. First give to Gibson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage before he's swallowed up by a couple Eagles right around the 41-yard line. That tackle made that time by number 56 of the Eagles. We'll try our best to get the names of these guys on as we come to them. Get to call their names. We like to brag on everybody if we can, and that is Ethan Webb. He's played in all 3 games this year. Looks like he's sitting there solid at the right defensive tackle position. Puts a man in motion. John Carter Holland will come across the field and set up just to the left of Dylan Stacy now from the 41. Give to Holland. Holland looks to get around the right end, and he will be tackled at the 40, so a loss of a yard on second down. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Cats as Carter came back in motion. Stacy and the Cats in the pistol formation, and Carter comes back in motion and gets the ball going back the opposite direction and swallowed up by the Eagles early.
Good penetration by the Eagles on both those first 2 plays. Bobcats not able to seal the edge and give John Carter some room.
10:44 on the clock here in the first quarter. Ball just shy of the 40-yard line, 3rd and 11. Stacy going to throw, short throw, picked up by Sperry. Sperry up to the 50, 51, or 49 on the other side. So he makes it up to the 49. We'll see where the ball's spotted. Should be a first down, and it is. That's a go time. First down for the Cats as the Cats move the ball. Pickup of the first down courtesy of Austin Sperry with a nice short pass from Dylan Stacy.
Yeah, the Bobcat offensive line did a real good job pass blocking there. Nice, clean pocket for Dylan. Was able to find Austin Sperry on the shallow crossing route. First down, Bobcats.
49-yard line of the Eagles. The Cats go back to work. They give up inside to Gibson. Gibson pick up maybe of another yard. It'll be somewhere between the 48 and 49. They're going to give him the 48, so pick up of about a yard for Gibson up inside. It's going to be a good matchup of linemen. You talk about winning the line of scrimmage, Eric, is so important in these games. And tonight it's going to be a real matchup for both ball clubs because good offensive lines and good defensive lines on both clubs.
Yeah, you said it. It's strength against strength here when you talk about offensive versus defensive line here tonight, Rob.
Stacy with Gibson just to his left. Ball on the 48 of the Eagles. Showing blitz. Going to give to Gibson back inside. Pick up again maybe of about another 2 yards.
Looks like Coach Kyle Moore has decided to make the running game an emphasis here early in the game, but the Eagles are doing a pretty good job getting some penetration, not letting the Bobcats break free with anything.
It's going to move up to the 47-yard line. So another pickup of a yard the hard way. Inside running game for the Cats Two receivers to the left. I guess Corey Combs actually sitting in there at the wing. He'll be a blocking back. We'll roll out, trying to set up the screen pass, and we got a flag. Stacy Rolls throws down the field, and it's just out of reach of Sperry, incomplete, but we got a flag in the backfield, and I believe it's probably going to be a hold or a block in the back maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It usually is a hold when you see something like that. This Eagle defense is playing aggressive here tonight. They're coming after the Bobcats. They've gotten some pressure and able to stuff the run so far here early in the ballgame.
So the 3rd and 8 will turn to 4th and 8 with an incomplete pass, and the punt team and Braxton Terry will come onto the field for the Cats. So the Cats get the ball up to the 47-yard line of the Eagles before that offensive drive is snuffed out. Terry sitting back right around the 41. We'll see how he does on the punt game here tonight. Great kicking so far. Really pleased with how it's went, and a good kick. It's going to fall back around the 10-yard line. Muffed as he drops it, picks it back up, and the Cats are going to be Johnny on the spot. Tackle right at the 10-yard line. So a good punt by Braxton Terry. Puts it back around the 10. The Eagles don't hold on to it, Eric. They let it hit the ground, and the offense will come onto the field. Not so good field position for this first drive of the Eagles.
Yeah, we've mentioned Terry, I think, every ball game. He's done a great job kicking extra points, kickoffs, punts so far for the Bobcats. That's a luxury to have for Coach Moore. And, Coach Shorty Combs has the special teams dialed in, great coverage.
Eagles rush out to the line of scrimmage from the huddle under center now. Snap given over to the right side, and he'll be tripped up around the 16-yard line. So Jacob Grimm in the backfield at the quarterback position.
Eagles did a good job there, sealing the corner, getting their running back out wide. Abner did a good job coming up there making the tackle, so it wasn't a bigger gain.
Peyton Daniel with a second handoff. He gets past one tackler, up past the 30, up to about the 31-32. Big pickup of yards that time for it's number 28. I think I got him mixed up a minute ago. And that is Logan Music. Grimm under center. Eagles in the wishbone. They'll give on the right side. Met immediately by Jason Tolson. Big tackle.
Yeah, good play by Tolson there. The Bobcats are going to have to do a lot of that tonight. They're going to have to fill each gap. Every man feel his responsibility because the Eagles are going to come right at them.
Music gets up immediately and comes off the field. Good hard hit and a great tackle by Jason Tolson that time. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles out of the bone. Grimm turns, gives to number 1. That is Carter Conley.
These Johnson Central running backs, Rob, they do a good job keeping their feet moving, spinning. You very seldom see them with a negative play.
Yeah.
They fall forward, they gain extra yards.
Well, we've said it before, the wishbone has worked for 100 years. Why not stay in it? The back's running downhill. They got a good push out of the line that time. Cats meet him again at the line of scrimmage. Tolson, Bowling, Combs, and Ogun's in on that stop. Ball on the 42 of the Eagles, and it'll be 4th and short. 4th and 1. Grimm comes into the huddle, makes the call, and the Eagles snap out, come back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody on the line. Wishbone in the backfield, coming right at you. Turns. Second back through, pick up of the first down. Gets through the line of scrimmage, pickup of about 2. Tackle made by James Ogans.
Good job by Ogans to bring the ball carrier down there. But this Johnson Central offensive line, Rob, they're getting a push. They're getting the Bobcats push off the line. Seems like every play here. They're going to have to work on maybe grabbing some grass or something.
Exactly right. Broken Bone now going to pitch over to the right side, and that's number 1. Conley will pick up a couple more yards as the ball just shy of the 50. They'll spot it just shy. So the Eagles almost into Bobcat territory.
Tincher did a great job there for the Bobcats. He turned the runner back in and shed his block and kept him to, about a 4-yard gain. Could have had a bigger play there without his effort.
5:14 now to go here in the first. Grimm going to pass over to the left. Little handoff to number 4. Able to get a little patient running back that time. First time we've seen the ball carrier, number 4. That was Christian Barnes. Barnes with a good pickup. And that'll be another Steak and Shake first down for the Eagles of Johnson Central. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and milkshakes.
One thing you notice about this Eagle offense here, they're taking their time. They look comfortable with what they're doing here. They get up to the line, get set quick, and get the play off, but they're not in a hurry. They're using up some clock here on the Bobcats.
Eagles back in the wishbone, turn first back through, fake, second back, picks it up, and he is still on his feet, and the safety – that is Alex Strong able to bring him down, and that is number 28 again, Logan Music with a big pickup. That is a go time. First down for the Eagles as they will move the ball up to the 23-yard line of the Cats now, just shy of the red zone for the Eagles. Back into wishbone, one receiver. Single back through. Ball comes loose. Ball comes out, and the Cats dive on it. Fumble, courtesy of the Eagles. And the Cats will recover the fumble and take over on the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's fortunate for the Bobcats right there, Rob, because Johnson Central you could feel the momentum building behind them right there.
I believe that was Corey Combs, so that go time, first down for the Cats, courtesy of Corey Combs on the fumble recovery. Defensive takeaways, big factor in a ball game like this, Eric Collins.
Yeah, it sure is. The takeaway battle is
I bet you forced quite a few fumbles in your day.
1 or 2.
Cats back in the gun, single back just to Stacy's right. He'll step back, going to go deep down the field looking for Sperry. Sperry tries to get to it, no flag. And ball will fall incomplete. Sperry trying to get away from that guy, tried to get the referee to look for the tug on the jersey, but no flag, no call. Ball is incomplete, 2nd and 10. Ball will be on the 29-yard line. Cats trying to get the ball down the field. I tell you what, big-time play that time. If Sperry would have got under that one, he was gone to the house.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see Dylan Stacy targeting Sperry again. He's too good of a player to not get a few balls thrown his way.
Stacy had time to throw the ball too, Eric.
He did. Good pass blocking up front.
Stacy, receiver to the far right. We got 2 backs in the backfield. Give to Gibson. Gibson up inside meets a number of Eagles right at the 25-yard line. Third and about 8. Offsides on the Golden Eagles as young defensive backs crosses over into the offensive territory. Cats draw them offsides. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the third down. We'll make it 3rd and about 3 for the Cats. Cats back to the line of scrimmage. Far receiver is Sperry. 2 receivers in the backfield again trying to draw the Eagles offsides. Gibson up at the slot or the wing back. Sperry. Lone receiver looking down the field, thrown across the middle. Stacy was pushed out of the pocket, avoids the sack, and the pass intended down the field goes incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. And the punt team for the Cats will come back onto the field. Ball on the 31. Terry will be back around the 20 with the punt. Puts a boot to it, dodges the block. Ball going to fall. Drops it. Another Eagle picks it up. The man that was trying to make the reception on the catch looked like he almost ran out from under the kick. Another Eagle there, Christian Barnes, able to cover up the ball, and Cats there to make the stop.
Yeah, curious why the kick returner didn't call for a fair catch there, Rob.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was like a receiver. He was trying to run before he had actually got the ball in his possession. Thanks again to our sponsors, Go Time and Steak and Shake, for being there for our first downs. The Eagles on the first give, pickup of about 5 yards on the carry. And once again, I believe that's a different running back, I believe.
I'd say when you run the ball as much as the Eagles do, you probably have several of them.
Well, that was 28. That was Logan Music. He's out of the game just for this play probably, as the Eagles come back to the line of scrimmage in the wishbone. Turn, second back through, gets the ball again. Number 1, we've seen this play many times here tonight, Carter Conley. Pick up to the 49-yard line of the Cats. And that'll be a go time first down for Johnson Central. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 great locations to serve you.
Well, we talked about it quite a bit already, Rob. This Eagle offensive line, they're big and they're getting a good push up front.
This time in the wing, he put a man in motion and they fake the pitch, and they'll give back to number 1. Conley will get it to about the 42-yard line. So a pickup of about 7, we'll call it 8. Ball sitting just shy of the 42. Come back out. Wishbone, 1 receiver this time. Turn, first back through, second back through, gets the ball. Such a great fake on that first back every time. You got to be so disciplined on defense to pick up that guy every time he comes through the line of scrimmage. He could have the ball.
Yeah, that's what makes a good defense, is when you are disciplined and everybody does their role, their assignment, time after time after time. Right now the Bobcats are struggling to not get pushed back off the ball.
Ogans goes out, and I believe that's Braylon Thomas we've got in there at the nose right now. That time, number 11 with the carry. That'll be Logan Morrow. That'll be a steak and shake first down for the Eagles as they'll move it up to the 37-yard line. Bobcat territory. The Eagles knocking on the door again. 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. No score between the Eagles and the Cats. Wishbone again. Grimm under center, turns. This time he gives. And Morrow again is going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, this big offensive line is going to work on the Bobcats, Rob. Before a defender gets to the back, he's already got 2 or 3 yards. They're just getting a real good push up front right now.
And what a great rotation of backs. That time you see Conley come out of the game, and you get Music back into the game, and the Eagles with just so many weapons in the backfield, as we got Laundry from the sideline judge, got a flag down, whistles as the ball was snapped. And it'll be against Johnson Central, false start, and it'll be a 5-yard loss for the Eagles. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them here. We'll go to commercial. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
The new year is bringing exciting high school basketball action to courts across our region, and Rose Brothers is happy to help bring these games into your homes. Rose Brothers is your source for basketball and all athletic shoes and Under Armour and Nike athletic apparel to put your athletes in the game, or even help you keep those New Year's resolutions. With lots of winter still ahead, come see us for deals on fleece and outerwear too. When you have the chance, get out and support your local teams and the boys and girls of your local schools. And when you can't, Rose Brothers will be helping Bluegrass Sports Nation bring it to you.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only...
We are back from Paintsville, Kentucky, the Jim Matney Field, the Eagles, and they have given it in the backfield to number 4. That is Barnes. Barnes on the sweep, and the Cats able to snuff it out. But we got another flag on the play, Eric.
Yeah, I believe that may be holding on the offense. It looked like they had a hold of Tincher, the edge defender for the Bobcats, trying to keep him from setting the edge and turning that back in.
You talked about the first quarter going pretty quick, and it did. But, Eric, I like our chances, brother. We played right with the Golden Eagles through the first quarter, and you got to believe if our guys can stay fresh and the conditioning that they've been going through will be key in a game like this. But I think that the Cats are doing a great job offensively and defensively staying with the Eagles right now. You take a 4A school versus a 2A, look at the sideline difference between the number of players. Grimm going to turn. He rolls out, looks down the field. He's going to throw to his right. He's got a man open up around the 30-yard line. He's tackled immediately. So a nice pass completion, 11:35 to go here in the second. Eagles pick up a big first down. No, not enough.
No, they got
they got to get to. So it's going to be third and about 4 yards.
Yeah, it makes this third down much more manageable for them, but they still have a ways to go here.
Boy, when they drew up the pass play when they needed it, it worked. Back in the bone for the Eagles as they'll pitch the music, and he tries to make a hurdle, and he's tackled immediately by the Cats. So that time Music not getting anywhere. He went through the air and was caught midair and tackled. Going to get the ball up to about the 30, so pick up of a yard, 4th and 3, 10:52 here to go in the second.
Yeah, big play coming up here for this Bobcat defense. It'd be nice to see him get a stop here and get the ball back for the offense.
4th and 3, Panniers back in play. This is when your defense got to be true. Wishbone turns, second back through, and he keeps it. Grimm is tripped up. The option, and he keeps it. He comes to the left side, and he gets tripped up and taken down. The defense of the Cats stands tall here in the second quarter, 10:32 to go. Cats will take over on 4 downs.
Good job there by Kylan Combs, the safety, to come up and make the tackle on the quarterback. He's easily given up several inches and a handful of pounds to that young man, but able to get him on the ground.
Well, Kylan Combs has not given up anything when it comes to heart and it comes to football IQ. I tell you what, the young man really making a statement on this defense as a freshman. Just got a great sense for the game, and he's got a love for the game. He never wants to come off the field. 3 receivers to the left now for Stacy. Sperry will be just to the right here in front of us, single back. Got a man in motion. That is Holland. A little screen pass, and it's ate up immediately by the Eagles.
Yeah.
Holland on the man in motion, comes back across, gears down, ball snapped. Stacy tosses it over to him, but the Eagles not swayed by that one. They had that one scouted pretty good, and there to make the tackle immediately and loss of yards. It'll be second and about 15 for the Cats.
Yeah, you like the play design there. Try to get it to John Carter Holland and with some room to run, but snuffed out by the Eagles.
Ball on the 25. Stacy waits on the snap, sits back in the pocket, slips. He slips on the turf, had a guy coming after him, but he falls to the ground at about the 19-yard line. So another loss of yards for the Cats. Not much Stacy could do. Had a man coming and was trying to step up into the pocket, Eric, and lost his footing on that back foot. and he will go down at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Bobcats find themselves in not a good situation right here. 3rd down and about 20, I think. Got a long way to go here.
Yep. 3rd and 20. Sperry, the far receiver, 2 receivers here in front of us, Holland and Turner. This time, Stacy again slips up and falls, was coming out of the pocket, stepping up, and he'll go down around the 12 or 13-yard line. So,
yeah, had some pressure on his right. Did a good job filling that, stepping up, trying to get outside of it where he could look downfield. But this turf seems to be tricky for him right now.
It is 4th and forever for the Cats. 4th and 26 as Terry sitting back around the 2-yard line, waiting on the snap to punt it away. He'll put the boot to it. It's a high kick, spiraling kick, going to fall around the 45 and be picked up. And he's tackled by a number of Cats. Good coverage that time by the Bobcats. Receiving man that time is number 3 for the Golden Eagles. That is Seth Davis. Good punt by Terry to come out from about the 1 or 2 yard line and put Johnson Central at least back to the 50-yard line. Ball just on their side of the 50 to start this drive out. So 1st down for the Eagles. We'll take a quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back. I got to get some sponsors in.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
All right, folks, we are back. 8:29 here to go from Johnson Central. 0-0 on the scoreboard. The Golden Eagles will start this Go Time 1st down drive just shy of the 50-yard line. Nose of the ball sitting right on it, Eric. If you're Coach Peck and the Central Eagles, just keep doing what we're doing. What do you think? I like the rotation in the backfield of the different running backs. Who do you think he's going to call on?
I think he's going to run the ball. That's the only prediction I'm going to make.
Graham turns, a little counterplay to Music that time. And he's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards on the counter.
Yeah, a little misdirection there, fooled the Bobcats a little bit. Good thing, that the safety was able to make the tackle. That looked like that could have gone for a big play, Rob.
Well, it was a good open field tackle made there in the back of the linebacking core. I didn't see who made the tackle, but great job to stop that play before it got out of shape. Thanks again to Colby Watts and Jackson Physical Therapy, always here to help the Cats. This time, Grimm going to turn, fakes a handoff, going to throw towards the end zone, got a man out there, and the pass is caught. Caught around the 10-yard line. We'll see what they give him as he's brought down right around the 7-yard line. So that'll be a steak and shake 1st down for the Golden Eagles as they move the ball through the air.
Yeah, you knew that was going to be coming at some time. When you run the ball like that and you run it as much as they have so far in the ball game, you get the defense kind of falls into a rhythm of that, and that's when you catch them with a pass over their heads like that. Big play for them.
Get in and out in a jiffy at Jiffy Mart with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. The Eagles go to work. Pitch to Music around the right corner, and he's going to get up to about the 6-yard line, probably pick up of about a yard, looks like. Thanks again to the law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. No job too big or too small. Grimm going to turn, give it up inside. Ball comes loose right at the 1-yard line. I think Music coughed it up. The ball goes into the end zone. The Cats cover it. Wow. That makes twice that the Eagles have coughed it up. Heading into the end zone this time was music, I believe. Number 28 with 6:49 to go. The ball came out, recovered in the end zone, and so the Cats will take over, and this will be a go-time first down for the Cats from the 20-yard line. Once again, the Cats playing heads-up football. 2 takeaways here in the first half that have been really important for the Cats. Let's see if they can capitalize, Eric.
Yeah, the turnover battle is huge, Rob. You know, anybody that knows anything about football knows that very seldomly do you lose the turnover battle and win the ball game.
Right. Cats going to the wishbone of their own. Heavy set just to the left, turn. Give to Gibson. Gibson met as soon as he gets the handoff, still on his feet, no whistle. And he's finally down, made it back maybe to the 20-yard line. They may spot this one at the 19. Let's see. And he's going to sit it back down right around the 19-yard line. So loss of about a yard.
You know, I like seeing the Bobcats line up and run some wishbone, Rob.
I do too.
One thing about this is they're playing a team that sees that every day in practice.
Hard to run that.
Yeah.
Makes it even harder to run that offense against a team that knows what's coming. You bring up a good point. That's something that defensively, you know, this Johnson Central team will be prepared for. Cats go back to it. No, they're back in the rifle set now. Backs on both sides of Stacy. He'll turn, give to Gibson again. Gibson looking for the open hole, a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards. Thanks again to Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, call Dr. Howard. If you've been injured in an auto accident or workers' compensation, no referral needed, and over 22 years experience. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and right here in Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next adventure. Stacy back in the rifle. Got a receiver to the left was Sperry, and we got a timeout by the Cats. We'll take it with them here with 5:19 to go. Be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Thanks to People's Bank, a sponsor here that you guys just seen their commercial on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Special thanks to them as helping bring this broadcast to you live from Johnson Central here in Paintsville, Kentucky. Cats with a big opportunity on the coughed up ball near the end zone, able to recover it and come back out after the timeout. We'll see what Coach Kyle Moore has drawn up out of the playbook, Eric.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 situation. I predict we see a pass here, Rob. What do you think?
Probably so. Back in the gun, rifle set for Stacy. 2 receivers far side, single receiver here in front of us to his right. He looks to his left, rolls. Going to go down the field, quick pass. Incomplete, but we got a flag in the backfield. And we'll wait to see what the call is. Looks like the penalty's been waived off by Coach Peck. Holding on the offense of Breathitt County. So they'll take a few steps back. And that'll put a hurting on the offense. It'll bring up 4th and long, so we'll bring the punt team back out. Cats not able to capitalize and get a first down after that. Are able to move the ball really from the 20-yard line, and that'll put Terry back around the 10-yard line to punt the ball. Still scoreless, 5:13 to go before the half.
One thing about that play is Stacy had a lot of time to look downfield, just unable to connect.
Unable to connect. Terry waits on the snap. He gets it, puts the boot to it. It's a low kick. It's going to fall around 50 and going to roll on a Bobcat roll back to the 37-yard line. So not a bad kick. It was just low, and it took a good bounce and a good roll for the Cats. And the steak and shake first down for the Eagles will take place here on the 37-yard line. Thanks again to Gaddis Chiropractic, back, neck, or sciatica pain. Gaddis Chiropractic can help you. Owned by Dr. Randy Gaddis, is located in the Jet Shopping Center. Stop by and see him. Now open and accepting new patients. Perry County Tire. Find the best tires for your vehicle at Perry County Tire in Hazard. First Trust Bank here to help you with a loan that's right for you or your business. Central, Grimm going to make the pitch around the right corner, and that's number 4. He's taken down immediately. Christian Barnes on the pitch. Helmet comes off. He will, oh, that's Morrow. Well, that's Music, my bad. I guess Music wasn't the ball carrier, but he was the one that lost his helmet. He will have to come off the field. That time, number 4, Barnes, was the ball carrier.
Another good job by Tincher for the Bobcat defense, getting wide and not letting the ball carrier get outside of him there, Rob.
Tincher, a formidable defensive player here on this Bobcat team. Easy to spot on the field with those neon green cleats. So the Cats going to be drawn offsides, encroachment on the defense, and they'll walk this one back 5 yards on the Cats. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. 4:23 to go here before the half. Eagles, easy to spot what they're running. On a pitch, they give it back to number 1 on a counter, and Ogun's just there to miss the tackle, but maybe slow the ball carrier down. That was Carter Conley. Yeah, Ogun's almost on the tackle, maybe able to slow him down. Ogun's is a big guy up there at nose guard, but I'll tell you what, he's quick on his feet, Eric.
Yeah, he does a good job plugging up the inside there for the Bobcats.
Eagles come back to the line of scrimmage in the bone. Turn. Give to the second back. Little option play. The ball comes out again. The Bobcats have recovered the 3rd fumble. Wow.
3 turnovers by Johnson Central.
Big pickup of yards by the Eagles, and right as the tackle was made, the ball coughed up again by this running back core of the Eagles of Johnson Central. That time the Cats able to fall on it again and cover it up. So 3 fumbles in the first half. I would not want to be in the locker room during this intermission.
No.
If you're the Eagles.
I'm sure next week that's going to be a point of emphasis for the Eagles is
gauntlet
ball
drill.
Security. Yeah. But the Bobcats, that's the 3rd one, and they still haven't managed to get any points on the board. At some point, they're going to need to capitalize one of these turnovers.
3rd time's the charm, Eric. That's the 3rd fumble recovery. Let's see what the Cats do. They got 3 receivers, trips to the left. Single back in front of us is Sperry. Stacy with the back just to his right. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's sacked. That time, Stacy unable to get away from the defensive back. Sack made. I believe that's the young man I called earlier in the game. No, that is number 52. Number 52 on the roster is Gabe Blackburn. So Blackburn with the first sack of the night, and it's 2nd and long yardage for the Cats. They're showing 22 on the scoreboard.
Initially, it looked like pretty good blocking, just pressure there to Stacy's left, and he kind of rode into it and gave up the sack.
Well, you try to work that man's momentum. You try to use his momentum to work him out of the play. And, tackle position is one of the hardest positions to play on the offensive line. You got a quick guy usually lining up across from you. Stacy was in the pocket, and we got a quick whistle. So we got a timeout before the ball was snapped by the Cats. We'll take it with them here with 2:51 to go. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
All right, folks, we are back. Bluegrass Sports Nation, thanks to our sponsors. If you get a chance, be sure and stop by and patronize these folks that take time and money out of their budget to make sure we get to bring you this coverage here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Thanks again to Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs of Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure to stop by Lakeside Homes. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic parts, and appliance parts at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. And, of course, Variety Pizza, your home in Jackson for the best pizza and famous for their hoagies. Stacy takes a snap, 2nd and 22, looking down the middle of the field, throws the long ball. He's got nobody out there. I think Sperry may have got tangled up with someone as he goes off to the sideline.
Looks like another hold called in the backfield, Rob.
And we got a penalty marker down, you say?
Yeah, they've already picked it back up.
Yep. Holding on the offense, so Cats not able to help themselves any on that one, and it's going to be should be 3rd and 27 now. 3rd and 22 on the clock, but with that penalty, it's really hurting the Cats. Backed them up, and Stacy will go back to work. Ball sitting right on the 20-yard line. Cats need to get to the 45 to get a first down. Stacy looking down the field again, looking for an open man. He goes short for Isaac Quills-Turner, I believe. And the ball just out of Isaac's reach and to go incomplete. And once again, in this defensive battle here tonight, Eric, the Golden Eagles have stood strong and forced the punt team to come back onto the field. Braxton Terry back to punt. He's earning his keep back there tonight.
Yeah, definitely. He's getting his work cut out for him here tonight, and he's helping the defense by flipping the field. At some point, one of these teams is going to hit a big play or put a drive together here, Rob.
I think so, too. I think we're looking at a night where a big play may be the difference in the ball game. Terry puts a boot to it, high, spiral kick, way up, and it's going to drop around the 50 and take a lateral roll and just cross the 50, be spotted about the 49 in Eagle territory. 2:30 on the clock. Thanks again to our sponsors, Breathitt County Farm Bureau with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Both of those guys are big on Breathitt County, and they remind you that Farm Bureau is big on Kentucky, and they are here to serve you. Appalachian Regional Healthcare with 13 hospitals as well as many multi-specialty physician practices. The Eagles take the snap, and they will pick up the first down on the carry with, of course, the ball being on the shoulders of Logan Music. That'll be a steak and shake first down for the Eagles. Back to the line of scrimmage in the bone. Grimm turns, gives to the ball, comes out again. Ball is out. The signal from the referee says the Cats have recovered the 4th fumble by Johnson Central here tonight. So that time the ball comes out again on the tackle. I'm not for sure if Kylan Combs was there to cover it up, but he was right there in the vicinity. Not sure which Cat fell on it. So the go time, first down for the Cats, will take place from the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cats on the 4th fumble by Johnson Central tonight.
You know, that's surprising, Rob. I sure didn't expect to see Johnson Central commit that many turnovers here tonight. It'd be nice to see the Bobcats capitalize on one here.
Stacy back in the gun, 2 backs to him, give to, I think that is Gibson. He's slow to get up. Gibson on the give and pick up maybe about a yard just past the line of scrimmage. Gibson is going to go off the field. Combs comes on for him. Isaac Quills-Turner, the far receiver for the Cats. Cats looking to Coach Moore for the signal. Clock now ticking at 1:52. Cats get set. Two backs just to the right of Stacy. He'll give to Combs. Combs up inside the middle. He gets up to about the 35. 1:39 on the clock.
This Eagle defense is doing a real good job of plugging up the middle and not letting the Bobcats running game get going here.
We'll take a quick break on this commercial, and we'll be right back. Bluegrass Sports Nation.
The new year is bringing exciting high school basketball action to courts across our region, and Rose Brothers is happy to help bring these games into your homes. Rose Brothers is your source for basketball and all athletic shoes and Under Armour and Nike athletic apparel to put your athletes in the game, or even help you keep those New Year's resolutions. With lots of winter still ahead, come see us for deals on fleece and outerwear too. When you have the chance, get out and support your local teams and the boys and girls of your local schools. And when you can't, Rose Brothers will be helping Bluegrass Sports Nation bring it to you.
We are back. The game clock has been reset to 1:41 here to go before halftime. Big story, Eric. 4 fumbles. Ball coughed up 4 times by the running back core here for the Johnson Central Eagles, and all 4 of those recovered by the Cats. You got to like the odds when things like that are happening, but you said it just a minute ago, we got to capitalize on one of those opportunities.
Yeah, the Bobcats got to be able to take one of those turnovers and get some points on the board. I'm sure with 1:41 left until halftime, Coach Moore's probably got something up his sleeve right here to try and get some points on the board.
Well, special thanks to Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app and the law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Jackson and Hazard. Stacy waits on the snap. He'll fake up inside. Got a man coming through. Ball thrown intended for Tolson. And it will be 4th and long for the Cats as they'll bring the punt team back out on the field.
Yeah, the Eagles able to get some pressure on Stacy. They're not able to stand and deliver that like he wanted to over the receiver's head.
Well, the ball goes just over the hands of Tolson, incomplete. You got to like the odds, though, of the Cats as they continue to recover the fumbles and bring the offense back on the field. Sooner or later, Stacy's going to connect with one of these passes. Terry sitting back around the 23, waiting on the snap. He'll punt it away. High kick this time. Really high and going to fall around the 45 and take a bounce back to the 39-yard line where it'll be stopped by the Cats. Put a lot of air under that one and gave the coverage team plenty of time to get down here and cover the football. So the Eagles, not with bad field position, they'll be taking over from the 39. That'll be a go time first down for the Eagles. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 locations to serve you.
Got approximately a minute and a half here for this Bobcat defense, Rob. Be nice to see the 5th turnover maybe come about here.
It'll sure be a good place for it to make some good field position. Grimm fakes the toss, sits back in the pocket. He's looking to throw. He'll go towards the sideline. It's caught by Music. Music still on his foot, but I said foot because that's really what Abner was hanging on to, and he'll get Morrow down, but not after a steak and shake first down for the Eagles of Johnson Central.
Yeah, chunk play there for the Eagles, able to get, a lot of plays there and maybe get a little momentum here for their offense.
In the bone again, they'll give. Here comes Music right up inside, up the middle, and he's finally tripped up and brought down up about the 16-yard line.
I'm not sure if you noticed that, but right before contact, he put the 2 hands on the ball.
He did. He
right
wrapped
there.
it up, yep. So the ball going to be spotted on the 17. 1:05 to go here before the half. Central inside the red zone, trying to make something happen before halftime. Grimm puts Music in motion. He'll turn, sits back, looks to the end zone. He throws. He's got a man over there. It's knocked down, incomplete, no flags. So that pass falls incomplete, and it'll bring up second down for the Eagles.
Well defended by the Bobcat secondary right there. That play's been run a couple times already, so they should recognize that when the Eagles run it.
If you got HVAC problems, folks, call Big Blue Heating and Air. Big Blue Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs. He's an HVAC contractor serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. Central back in the bone, comes to the line. No receivers looking to go inside, and they do with Music. Music going to lower his shoulder, and he'll get up to about the 10-yard line before he's tackled.
Game 7. And timeout.
And we got another timeout by the Eagles. We'll take it here, and we'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
We are back at Johnson Central, where the Cats and the Eagles are all knotted up at 0 with less than a minute to go before halftime. That's courtesy of tie back. Yeah.
Eagles somewhat on a roll here. They hit one big pass play, a couple runs for positive yards here. On about the 11, Rob. Looks like they're going to try and get something done here with 43 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, you got to, they got a good running back core. Even though they've coughed it up, they got some different guys they can go to, and somebody's just waiting to make a play. Is it that young man, number 1, still on his feet up to about the 5-yard line? That is Carter Conley. Great little running back, I tell you what, he's shifty and able to get up inside the line of scrimmage. And 35 seconds on the clock to right back to the line of scrimmage. They go to him again. He's on his feet. And that time, number 1, Carter Conley is in the end zone for the Eagles with 30 seconds before the half.
Yeah, the hurry-up worked for the Eagles there. Got to the line quick and got the ball off. Kind of caught the Bobcats off guard, give up a score right there before halftime.
So with 30 seconds to go, the point after kick is up and almost blocked, but it will go through the uprights. The young man, Wesley Abner, shot out of a cannon coming through there that time, trying to block the kick. 30 seconds to go. That is a People's Bank and Trust of Jackson scoring drive for the Eagles. People's Bank working together to build your dreams. Scoring drive for the Eagles takes place on the shoulders of Carter Conley. 7-0 Eagles, 30 seconds before the half. We kept saying that it was going to be a big play that made the difference, and it was going to be somebody that had to step up. And, at some point you got to take a look at who keeps coughing the ball up and maybe look at one of those other backs. And I think that time, number 1, Carter Conley, young man did a great job. Got his number called for 2 plays in a row. Pickup of about 5 yards and then pickup of another 5 as he runs it into the end zone for the Eagles.
Yeah, and good blocking up front by the Eagles offensive line. They've been solid all night so far. Just not able to hold on to the ball. Thirty-one seconds left here, Rob. Bobcats have some quick strike capability in their offense.
You got 2 guys back here, too. We'll see how far the kick goes, and it's going to be another squib kick. Going to be handled by Alex Strong. Alex dances around, finds an opening in the middle, up past the 50-yard line. Good run by Alex on the pickup as he'll get it up to about the 47-yard line of the Eagles. The kick made it through that first line of receivers, if you will, or the hands team. Of that line, and the second gentleman there waiting on that ball was Alex Strong. So he's able to pick it up. 25 seconds now. We'll see what happens for the Cats. Getting Alex Strong back onto the field. Stacy will call the play, and Stacy in the backfield, waiting on the snap. Single back to his left is Gibson. Stacy sits back in the pocket, steps up. He'll throw long, looking for Isaac Wheels Turner, and not able to get to it. incomplete, just over his outstretched arm.
Yeah, that was just out of his reach. Would have been a nice pickup for the Bobcats. Stacy under pressure there, not able to stand there and deliver it, like you want him to. But it was a pretty good throw to be on the run, just a little too far.
Well, he's spotted Wheels, and I tell you what, Isaac is one of his favorite targets and has been for many years. And what was the penalty on that time? Face mask? Oh, holding. So the holding call, the penalty will back the Cats up. Stacy will wait on the snap. Ball on the 47, give to Gibson. Gibson, the ball was on the 42. Ball going to be brought back to about the 45-yard line. And 7 seconds on the clock. I don't think they'll get this one in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Cats will call a timeout with 1 second on the clock. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation after this message.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
So the game clock has been reset back to 2 seconds. If you've still joining us from home here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, our audio broadcast of the Johnson Central Golden Eagles hosting the Breathitt Bobcats. The Eagles went on top 7-0 late here in the second quarter, just before the half. And the Cats have got the ball back. It's 2nd and 20 with 2 seconds on the clock. And this is where a passing quarterback turned coach, if you will, Kyle Moore, will draw up a play. We got single back just to Stacy's right is Gibson. 2 receivers each side. Stacy sits back, setting up the screen. Throw to Gibson is low. It falls incomplete, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Johnson Central Eagles up 7-0 over the Cats. Low-scoring ball game. Folks, we'll be back after these commercials on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Call the professionals at Big Blue Heating and Air. Residential and commercial, we provide HVAC and refrigeration services, including installations, replacements, and repairs. Plus, we're available 24/7 for emergencies. With over a decade of experience, we provide honest, friendly, and dependable service. And you can relax knowing your family's comfort is our top priority. Serving Montgomery, Clark, Bath, Powell, and other neighboring counties. Big Blue Heating and Air. No job too big, no job too small.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life. YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality Yamaha, Polaris, or Kawasaki vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 4 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, or Paintsville, or online at ypkmotorsports.com. Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
We are back from Paintsville, Kentucky, here at the Coach Jim Matney Field, where the Johnson Central Eagles are up 7-0 over the Bobcats of Breathitt County at this point. Some of the commentary during halftime that you missed from me and Eric talking about the difference in the ball game. You know, if you're Coach Peck in the locker room, you're doing the gauntlet drill with those running backs, and you're saying, guys, what's the problem? They've coughed the ball up 4 times, but defensively, the Eagles have kept the Bobcats out of the end zone for the whole first half. I mean, where do you go from here if you're the Cats, Eric, and what are you telling your kids if you're Coach Peck in the locker room?
Well, if I'm Coach Peck, I'm telling my running backs that the next one that fumbles is going to be running some laps maybe. But I think Coach Moore has got to find a way to motivate his ball club. I mean, it's not that they've been playing bad. They just haven't been able to get some momentum behind them. Not able to get their running game going, haven't been able to connect on some passes. There's been some things there. You might come out and try a few short passes, get down with a little confidence. And if you can complete a few, maybe that spreads out the defense and gives you some room to run the ball possibly. Execution.
That's what's killed the Bobcats in the first half. You got to be able to execute. You know, like you said, if you're Coach Moore, basically you got to look back at that playbook and you got to go to your coaching staff and say, well, you know, this is what has worked really good in practice. Let's get the guys comfortable. Let's get a 3 or 4 yard pickup. Let's begin to work somewhere and get some positive yards. You know, and there's really been a lot of chances for Dylan Stacy to connect with receivers, and you know, the ball is not. It's a timing thing, and there's a couple times that I think the receivers were thrown off time by the defensive backs of the Eagles. There's not a lot of mistakes that you can really draw up and say it's the quarterback or the receiver. It's the good defense of the defensive backs of the Eagles, plus, you know, just some missed opportunities. And like we said, execution is key. And when you're playing a ball club like the Eagles of Johnson Central, you have to execute. It's not all doom and gloom. If you look at the scoreboard, the Cats still in this ball game, just a 7-0 game, and a real tight affair here in Paintsville.
Yeah, the Bobcats on offense, like you said, they need to execute. One thing that has hurt them is Dylan has been under pressure a little bit on some of those pass plays. He's not been able to stand there and really push off that back foot and deliver a throw like you want your quarterback to be able to. And I think that's contributed to the fact that they haven't been able to pick up some yardage on passing plays, is because a few of these passes have been over the receiver's head because he's been under pressure. And then had the incident down here where he slipped a couple times on the turf.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stalled out that drive. You know, hopefully they'll be able to kind of come together at halftime in there and
Yeah.
get some things lined up, come out here and get some momentum for the offense.
You know, and you said it. I mean, you think about the things that the offense needs to do, and at the same time, you're kind of patting the defense on the back and patting the offense on the back because they've cleaned up all the fumbles. They've been right there where they need to be on defense to stay in this ball game. The defense has been able to get the offense back on the field, and we just had some missed opportunities, and hopefully in the second half they will turn that around. I will make a quick note on something you said earlier. Braxton Terry's done a great job flipping the field in the kicking game with the punts for the offense in the kicking game to be able to put the defense back on the field and the Golden Eagles not have great field position every time they got possession. So that's another good thing working for the Cats.
Yeah, and I do agree with what you mentioned there a second ago. The defense has they've played well. I mean, I know that Johnson Central may be in the lead right now, but it's only 7-0. It's still a really tight game. Like you mentioned earlier, it's a defensive battle so far, and the Bobcat defense has played well tonight. It's been kind of a bend, don't break. You know, they've given up some yards, but you're going to give up some yards to the team the caliber of Johnson Central with this big offensive line and all the talented backs they have, but they've been able to not give up any really big plays. And they're going to continue to need to do that until this Bobcat offense can kind of find their mojo and get something going here in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like we talked about, being comfortable with the offense and trying to get some execution going, and we'll see what Coach Moore's drawn up. I'm sure that, we've seen Jeremy Moore coming in here. We got some great coaches on the headsets up top talking back and forth with Coach Moore and the guys on the sideline, so we'll see what they draw up at halftime, maybe what will work, or maybe let's do something different. Sometimes it's just a yard or two difference in making that big break and that big play, so we'll see what they drawn up. Folks, we'll take another quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back with second half action here, Johnson Central versus the Cats.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
It's football season, and Rose Brothers is happy again to help sponsor the Breathitt Bobcats here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. When you're outfitting your athletes or need warm weather gear, visit us at Rose Brothers. Our Under Armour, Columbia, and Simply Southern outerwear are just what you need to keep the chill away. And see our athletic and active footwear for your whole family. And we offer no-fee layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. You can always see what's going on at Rose Brothers on the web at rosebros.com. Then come see us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Batable.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eric Collins and Rob Hounshell here with Bluegrass Sports Nation, bringing you the coverage audio style from Johnson Central. Special thanks to Matt Hudson sitting here keeping everything rolling for us tonight. And it's been a great night for football. I think a lot of people maybe tuning in or listening would kind of be surprised at the score being as low as it is. Not that it's a close ball game, because you would expect this for two mountain football teams. But 7-0, Central scoring in the late part of the second quarter, last minute in the second quarter, just before halftime, and fumbles. The thorn in the side of Johnson Central, as they've put the ball on the turf 4 times, and each time the Cats have been there to clean it up. We were talking in the last segment of our halftime break that we'll see what Coach Moore draws up or comes out with. You talked a little bit, Eric, in that first half. The Cats have been really successful last year and parts of this year with that wishbone offense. Talk about how difficult it is to run it here tonight.
Yeah, one thing that you notice if you're able to watch this ball game is, Breathitt has some big linemen, but they're matched today. Johnson Central they've got big linemen all the way across. They've got big linemen that aren't even on the field. They're down here watching the game on the sideline. Like, they've got some big kids, and they're doing a real good job of just kind of jamming up the middle. They've not been able to generate any room for the running backs to get in the open field. I can't recall a run where they even really got to the second level, So they're going to have to. Well, I hate to say they're going to have to, because these coaches know a lot more about football right now than I do. I haven't been involved in it a long time, but general thought is you try to get a few throws going and make the defense kind of spread out, and then maybe that'll open up some room for your offensive line to make something happen in there.
Well, and you said it too. You want to go into a set where, and that's something that Breathitt County does well. We run a lot of the same plays out of different sets. You want to be able to get into a set where you can run 2 or 3 short yardage run plays, maybe back the defense off a little bit, pick up a short, and we've tried to do that. We've just not connected. We try to pick up a short screen, crossing route across the middle, maybe pick up a short yardage by a pass, and open up that run game a little bit too, like you said. And I tell you what, you got to like the discipline on the defense of the Eagles. They've been right there, and we tried to run the screen play. They gobbled it up quick behind the line of scrimmage, and it's been one of those nights when offensively the Cats have not helped themselves. The penalties haven't really been what you would say carelessness. We've had a few holding calls, and you're going to get those. You're going to get a holding call anywhere you go. You and I played on the line. We know what it's like. You're going to make that mistake every now and then, like you talked about last week. You're trying to protect your quarterback. Sometimes you're going to do those things, and you don't get away with it all the time. So, and you're not going to get those calls on the road either. So it's not stupid mistakes really, but it's just the execution. It's the you'd like to see a little bit more focus from your guys, and you want to come out, like you said, start out slow, a little progression, 3-4 yard pickups, and do some things that the guys are comfortable with, and build some confidence with them early.
Yeah, and I'm very confident Coach Moore is thinking the same thing. I mean, he knows this ball club, and he's watching the same game we are. He's going to put him in a position to be successful, get some confidence, and all it's going to take is one play, one completion, or one decent run, and they're going to build on that.
Yep.
You know, I fully expect the Bobcats to put some points here on the board in the second half.
Well, Stacy out warming up, throwing the ball down the field, looking good. That time throwing the ball from the 40 and connects with Wheels down around the end zone. Got some guys out there running routes, and Stacy looking good throwing the ball. And the rest of the team down here to the right in the end zone warming up. We got less than a minute now rolling up on the clock, and we will get ready for second half action here from Paintsville, Kentucky at the Jim Matney Field. About 50 seconds before kickoff. 7-0. Cats will come out and kick this one away to the Eagles.
You know, one thing the Bobcats do definitely have going for them is their special teams have performed well tonight.
They really have.
Terry on his kicks, the kick coverage on the punts have all been really good. Defense has played well. They've been a little and not giving up a big play, haven't broken. If the offense can just get a little bit of momentum, you know, I think this this ball club can get back in this game. Not that they're out of it with a 7-0 score.
Well, I got to tell you, you come to Johnson Central, and I don't care what year it is, you come to Johnson Central at a halftime, you're only down 7 points. That's a small victory in itself. These Cats, we've seen them put up a lot of points, and this ball club is not that much different than years in the past that we've watched them score quickly. And it's really a big play here or a big play there, and things could turn around for the Cats. Terry sits the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. He'll be kicking from our left. Johnson Central to receive to our right. Terry will eyeball both sides and make sure they're right, and he will tee it up. And it's a high kick. It'll fall around the 25 and take a lateral bounce and be covered up. The coverage team was coming hard, and number 15 that time for the Eagles, Seth Klebert, able to fall on it and control the possession for the Eagles, and that'll be a go time first down for the Eagles as they'll start their possession from the 30 or from the 25-yard line. My bad. Grimm takes a look, puts a man in motion. That is Music. He'll turn, give to the first back through, number 11, dragging a cat with him. That is Logan Morrow. It's Morrow with a pickup of about 5 yards. Ball up to about the 30. 20 seconds off the clock here in the third quarter. They come back into the wing, and they'll put the same man in motion as Music, my bad. He'll take the pitch, and he's got to cut back across the middle of the field. We got a flag down. Logan Music went to his right, got the pitch, and cut it back to the middle of the field. Music getting up slow. We'll see what the penalty is.
You know, Rob,
holding on Johnson Central, 10-yard penalty, and that will back it back to the 20-yard line.
You know, Rob, on that play, I wasn't able to see the number, but one of the Bobcat defenders did a good job reading that and getting out wide to kind of turn that back in. Just need to come up there a little more under control. That way they can break down and make a tackle.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Music was headed to the sideline. And, when a back like that gets to the sideline, they got a little grass in front of them. Look out. And you bring up a good point. Defensively, the Cats able to turn it back inside where you've got help coming from your defense. And that time the penalty helps the Cats tremendously. Grimm going to give again to number 1. That is Carter Conley.
Bobcats have done a good job defending that play since the first time they run it. the Eagles nearly broke that for a big play. They fake the pitch, then come with a counter back up inside.
Right back inside.
They've done a real good job of recognizing that and stopping it the last few times the Eagles have run it.
Ball just past the 21-yard line. That time Jason Tolson, the big man for the Cats, making the stop. So the Eagles deep in their own territory. Ball just shy of the 21 up to about the 22. Quick snap. Give to Grimm. Grimm flushed out of the pocket. He's running for his life back around the 10-yard line. Terry can't make a tackle, but a number of Cats there. Terry slows him down enough, and Ogans, Combs, I just swarm Tolson in on that one. Tincher. Terry was the man in chase and got Grimm out of there. Grimm back around the 10-yard line running for his life, and the number of the Cats there to clean it up, make the tackle.
Great job by Terry. Not able to bring the quarterback down, but did a great job of disrupting that play, forcing him out of the pocket where he couldn't stand there and find an open receiver.
So the Eagles back deep for the punt. Low snap, mishandled. Not really a great punt. Going to fall at about the 45 and take a bounce and go out of bounds.
That's a fortunate turn of events there for the Bobcats. Get a stop on the opening possession of the second half. You know, not a great kick. You're going to have the ball on the Eagles side of the field.
I was just kind of second-guessing the spot by the line judge. I didn't understand how you could run a yard or two past where the ball went out of bounds. But that's why I'm up here and he's down there, and it'll be a go time. First down for the Cats as they'll take over in Johnson Central territory. Ball on the 48-yard line. Cats first and 10. Two receivers to the far side. He'll give to Gibson up inside. Gibson makes a man miss, gets past a tackle and up to the 40. So a good hard run by Gibson that time. A little bit of confidence that we talked about.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup by the Bobcats. Would be really good for them if this offensive line can get some confidence and start getting a push up front.
2nd and 3. Great positive yards for the Cats that time. Something we didn't get to talk about a lot in the first quarter was positive yards. Stacy gets the snap. He'll go up inside again to Gibson, and Gibson going to be tackled immediately. I like how on the give, Dylan rode Stacy up in there until he got rid of it. Kind of made it look like an option. Tincher will go out, and Corey Combs will come in for the Cats. 8:52 on the clock. Cats looking to keep this drive going on 3rd down and 3. Ball from the 39-yard line. My bad. Ball from the 41-yard line. Snap to Stacy. Stacy's a design keeper trying to get around the corner. We got a flag as he gets out of bounds. Probably a holding call, judging where the flag penalty marker went down at. Stacy with a good run that time as he. So we got a holding call on the offense, and that'll step the Cats back 10 yards. So the ball now back on the other side of the 50 on the 49 of the Cats. Big Evan Miller gets set, and the rest of the line gets set for the Cats. Not said a lot about them tonight, but they've been holding their own, Eric. Chris Neese, Waylon Abner, Sawyer Hall, and Jacob Parker doing a good job up there against a formidable line of Johnson Central. Stacy waiting on the snap. Good snap by Miller. Looked like it was just a little high. Stacy couldn't hold on to it, and the ball, he will fall on it at the 39-yard line. So that'll be a 4th and 13 now for the Cats as they'll call in, actually be 4th and 23. They'll call in the punt team. We got whistles everywhere, and I think we got a timeout before that. So we'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll take the timeout with them.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
7:52 here to go in the third quarter. Thanks again to our fine sponsors. We love bringing you the action, folks. Even though it's an audio broadcast tonight, we love bringing you the call here from Matney Field in Paintsville. Terry will be on to punt it for the Cats. Terry back around the 27-yard line to kick this one off. Almost blocked. It's a good punt. It will fall just past the 30. Continue to roll down the sideline.
Nice punt right there.
If you're a kicker, you look at your coach and say, Coach, that's exactly how I meant it to happen. The ball falls just past the 30, up about the 25, makes a left turn, gets to the sideline, and hangs a right and goes a huge Bobcat roll. And the ball going to go back to about the 13-yard line for Johnson Central. So the Steak and Shake first down drive will take place from the 13 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Terry coming up big for the Bobcats there with a great punt.
Wow.
Pinning the Eagles offense back.
I don't know what kind of English you got to put on a football to make it do that, but I'm impressed. Grimm will give up inside. Look out. The man's got some room. And off to the races. I believe that is none other than 28, Logan Music. First play from the 13-yard line. The Eagles and Music dance up the middle of the field and finds an opening. And he is gone. Big play for Johnson Central. That'll make it 13-0 with 7:28 to go here in the third quarter. That is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Eagles. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Johnson Central fans been dreaming of that play, Eric.
Yeah, the Bobcats have done a really good job so far, not giving up a big play. Not able to locate the running back right there. When he got through the line, he had a lot of green in front of him. Nobody able to catch him.
Abner that time coming in hot, trying to block the kick, just misses it. The kick does go through the uprights with 7:28 to go. That'll make it 14-0 Johnson Central over the Cats. Special thanks again to our game sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Thanks to Colby and all he does for our team. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. The law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Eric, that time, Coach Peck, he probably looked at Music in the locker room and said, let's see what you made out of, young man. We've put the ball on the turf, 4 fumbles. Not all of them were Music, but his number got called, and he made good of it on that play.
Yeah, he made the best of that opportunity. These Bobcats are going to have to they need to respond right here. It's still only 14-0. It's still a ball game. A lot of time left on the clock.
A lot of football to be played.
Yeah, they need to get a little something going and give their defense a rest. They've been getting beat and banged around by this Big Eagle offensive line.
Little squib kick again for the Eagles, and going to be fielded by Alex Strong once again. He's looking for an opening, and 2 Eagles flying in to make the tackle. And the first man got him right around a 32, and the second man able to get him down back around the 31-yard line. So that same squib kick comes flying through there again that Alex handled in the first half. And a Steak and Shake first down for the Cats with the ball spotted. They just moved it up, so looks like It's going to be on the 33.
You know, the Bobcats, they've got some playmakers on this roster. You know, I'm sure Coach Moore's going to try and get the ball in somebody's hands with some room to run here.
Stacy takes a snap. Looks, no, that's not Stacy. That's A.D. Johnson in the ball game, number 7. Well, Johnson in at quarterback, 7:16 to go in the third quarter. Johnson's first throw incomplete.
Begs the question if Dylan Stacy's gotten banged up or maybe Coach Moore is wanting to try and give a spark here to his offense, Rob.
Well, I just taking a look across the sideline. I don't see him anywhere, but that time the give inside to Gibson is be snuffed out by the Eagles.
Bobcats find themselves in a third long situation here. It's, you know, a definite passing down. Be interesting to see what Coach Moore calls here with the young quarterback coming in here.
Johnson goes over to Coach Moore and gets the play call, comes back onto the field, and the offensive line gets set. Johnson back in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 just to Johnson's right, and a single back to Johnson's right. Snap, he'll set back. He's flushed out of the pocket. Makes one man miss, makes another miss. He's got to get rid of it. He throws towards the sideline, incomplete as he avoids the sack. Johnson doing a good job getting out of there and protecting the ball, and he had to throw it somewhere. He looked for somebody on the sideline, and it goes incomplete to bring up 4th and 10. And the Cats once again will pull out the punt team to flip the field, hopefully, for the Eagles.
Yeah, you said it. Johnson under a lot of pressure right there. Really no chance to look downfield and locate a receiver. Did a good job just avoiding the sack.
Yep. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Thanks again to them. Terry waits on the snap, gets it. Another punt, high spiral. Going to fall just shy of the 35 and take a roll. And it continues to go down to about the 23-yard line before it's downed by the Cats. So 6:12 to go in the third. The Cats forced to punt again, and the Eagles, with the go time, first down, will take over on the 23-yard line. Looks like it's going to be spotted at the 22. So ball on the 22. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 great locations to serve you.
You know, this is about the time of the game you start thinking about this defense. They've been on the field a lot tonight, Rob.
They have. They really have been. They've been on the field majority of that second quarter. The ball inside again, and that's a big pickup of yards for Carter Conley as Conley rumbles up to the 30. They're going to spot it on the 39.
I believe that's the same play they scored the long touchdown on, just to the other side of the offense.
So that'll be a Steak and Shake first down, and the Eagles again give to Conley. Inside again.
That again was the same play. I believe they found something they like, Rob.
I believe it was, and referee's going to say that's going to move the chains. So the Steak and Shake first down for the Eagles. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes. Eagles with that second play in a row to bring up a first down. Graham will put music in motion. Music will take the pitch around the right side, and man there to make the tackle. Isaac Turner and Corey Combs, I believe, in on that tackle.
They've been finding success running it right up the middle there, kind of switch things up and go with a pitch on that play, go out wide and pick up 8 yards.
Central looking good here in the third. Graham gets the play, comes back into the huddle for the Eagles. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 4:48 on the clock. Graham goes back under center in the wishbone, turns, Give to the second back through, and that is Conley again, I think. Yep, Carter Conley with the carry, pickup of another first down for the Eagles. Go time first down by the Eagles will move the ball up to about the 38-yard line.
I think that big touchdown play has kind of ignited this Golden Eagles team here. They're playing with a little pep in their step right now, Rob. They've got the momentum right now on the Bobcats.
Graham once again. He will make the fake up inside on the second back through. Graham will keep it, and he will keep fighting for yards and get up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. See where they spot it. They're going to say it's on the 30, so he's second and short, second about 2 yards for Graham after the pickup on the quarterback keep.
Graham's got some good side. He's he's not the fastest kid out there, but he has good side. He's hard to bring down. Took a couple Bobcats to get him on the ground that time.
Central. And Graham back under center. He'll put music in motion. Turns. Looks to his right. Throws across the middle looking for the end zone. Had a man out there. Ball falls incomplete. Graham leading his receiver a little bit that time. I don't think the young man had a chance to get at it as a close ball, but ball will go over his head incomplete as he was head to the end zone with that pass.
Yeah, the Bobcats need to be aware of that. That won't be the last time that the Golden Eagles try to get one over them. They're running the ball so well that if they're drawing the defense up, that's going to be open.
Graham back under center in the wishbone. Second back through is Music, and he's met by Corey Combs. Combs brings him down after a pickup of 3 or 4 yards, and that'll be another steak and shake first down for the Eagles as they continue to march down the field on this possession. Just shy of the red zone now for the Eagles on 1st and 10.
Yeah, this Eagle offensive line is starting to impose their will here on the Bobcat defense. The Bobcats need somebody to step up and make a big play. It would be a good time for fumble number 5 right about now.
Graham under center in the wing. He put a man in motion. That is Conley. Give up inside is number 11, right up the middle. And that is Logan Morrow. Morrow with a big pickup. And pickup of 8. That'll make it 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Thanks again to Scott and the guys at Jackson Electric. If you've got plumbing, electrical, septic, or appliance needs, stop by and see the guys at Jackson Electric. Graham puts a man in motion. He'll turn, give to the first back. I think that's Morrow again.
This Eagle offensive line's getting a good push off the ball. A lot of room there for these Johnson Central running backs.
Thanks to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Bobcats.
See a few Bobcat defenders out there with their hands on their hips. They've got to be a little winded. They've been on the field so much tonight, Rob.
You're exactly right. Back in the bone for Graham as he goes under center, and they'll give to number 4, Barnes, as he's up past the 10-yard line, up to about the 7-yard line now. So 2nd and goal for, actually 2nd and 5. 1:10 to go here in the 3rd as Eagles come out and get set from the line of scrimmage in the bone. Return, give to the second back, and that is number 1. That is Carter Conley. Conley drives past the 5 up to about the 2-yard line. Thanks again to Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Breathitt County Farm Bureau agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland, big on commitment, big on Kentucky, and Chuck and Seth are big on Breathitt County. Grimm back out for the Eagles. Ball on the 2-yard line in the wing. He'll turn, give to Morrow. Morrow up on his feet and drives forward, and that is a touchdown for the Johnson Central Golden Eagles. People's Bank of Jackson sponsoring our scoring drives here tonight. People's Bank working together to build success. That time, the Eagles successful on that possession, Eric, as they drove down the field, first down after first down, and they find the end zone with 23 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, the Eagles had an impressive drive right there. They had whatever they wanted. They wanted to give it to the fullback, the second back, run a toss sweep. The only thing that didn't work was the pass that they attempted.
Kick is up, and it is good. That'll make it 21-0. Eagles go on top of the Cats by 3 scores here in the third. Thanks to ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia, with operating 13 hospitals as well as many multi-specialty physician practices. Law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County and Jackson. Be sure and check out their free CBTJ mobile app. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, stop by Lakeside Home, where you always get the best deal. Big Blue Heating and Air. Call Big Blue Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs. HVAC contractor serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. So the Cats looking for answers, down 3. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Coach Combs with the receiving team out at about the 40-yard line, talking to them and coaching them up onto the field. You got to expect, Eric, that we're going to see that squib kick again.
Yeah, you know that's coming again. Watched a little film this week. That's I don't know that they have attempted to put it in the air from what I've seen, and you know it's effective. It keeps the other team from setting up a big return, and occasionally they might not be able to get on the ball, and you might be able to grab one.
Thanks again to Rose Brothers Department Store with the locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebrothers.com. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including accidents and workers' comp. The kick, once again, from the kicker. It'll take a little bit of air, and not a squib kick this time. It'll go back to about the 22, 23-yard line. Carter Holland will cover it and run back across the middle of the field and get it up to about the 30-yard line before he's tackled, with 18 seconds left on the clock.
You know, Coach Moore, he's got he's an offensive-minded coach. He draws up some really nice plays, puts people in position to take advantage of matchups and things. Be interested to see what he does here, not being able to get anything going. Be interested to see how he gets creative here to try to get something positive going for the Bobcats.
Johnson back on the field as quarterback for the Cats. And he'll be back in the gun. 2 receivers closest to us, Holland and Tincher. Receiver closest to him is Gibson. Quick screenplay to Isaac Wills Turner. Johnson had to get rid of it before number 3 takes him down back around the 20-yard line. Intended screenplay for Isaac Turner falls incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, good job by Johnson just to get the ball out of his hand, avoid the sack. Number 3 came in blocked there on the little screen. Almost a loss of yardage there for the Bobcats.
YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and right here in Paintsville. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. In the round play to Isaac Wills Turner. He's got a corner. He's up to 35, makes it to the 40 before he's took out of bounds around the 41-yard line. So good pickup that time by Isaac Wills Turner with 8 seconds left on the clock, and that'll be a go time. First down for the Cats. Go time with 8 locations to serve you. And so the first down for the Cats. Ball spotted on the right hash at the 41-yard line. Cats trying to get something done before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that like we talked about just a few moments ago, nice creative play there by Coach Moore to get the ball in the hands of his playmaker.
Well, that's what you got to look for at this moment in time as you watch Gibson with the ball, get back to the 40-yard line before he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring the clock to 0-0 into the third quarter. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Call the professionals at Big Blue Heating and Air. Residential and commercial, we provide HVAC and refrigeration services, including installations, replacements, and repairs. Plus, we're available 24/7 for emergencies. With over a decade of experience, we provide honest, friendly, and dependable service. And you can relax knowing your family's comfort is our top priority. Serving Montgomery, Clark, Bath, Powell, and other neighboring counties. Big Blue Heating and Air. No job too big, no job too small.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Well, we got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock, and it is the last 12-minute quarter we will have here from Matney Field in Paintsville, Kentucky. Johnson Central Eagles up on the Cats 21-0 as they came out and had a tremendous third quarter. And they go up on the Cats 3 scores, and the Cats looking to make something happen now. As we flip the field, the Cats will be moving from right to left. Offense comes onto the field and gets set. Ball going to be on the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. Johnson, 2 receivers to his right, single back to his right. He'll move Gibson up. Still waiting for somebody to get set. We got somebody coming onto the field. That's what he was waiting on. And that'll be John Carter Holland. He'll come onto the field. Johnson will wait for him to be set. Johnson waits on the snap. Got somebody coming. They'll give to Gibson up inside. Gibson made one man miss, and the second man through makes the tackle up to almost the 50. They'll spot it back at the 49-yard line. Good hard run by Gibson. 44-yard line. I gave him a few more yards than he got. So the ball on the 44, 3rd down and 7 for the Cats. Big 3rd down for the Cats here to begin this 4th quarter of action.
Johnson going over to talk to Coach Moore.
AD comes back onto the field. Offense is set. Got about 6 seconds, and he snaps and the end around to Isaac Wheels Turner, and he's got to change positions. And the man will bring him down, and they'll get a penalty down. I thought it might have been a late hit, but it might come in on number 5. I really think he got in there a little late on the tackle. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Yep. Late hit on Breathitt County.
Yeah.
Well, I thought number 5 on the defense, and it was number 9 on the offense. So that will take the Cats back, and it will be 4th and forever. So the punt team back onto the field for Breathitt County. Takes the ball back to the 23-yard line, and Terry will be back around the 11-yard line waiting on the snap to punt it away. Braxton calls for the snap. Here's the ball. It's low. Terry able to get it, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it, and the ball is only going to travel up to about the 31-yard line. Is somebody able to get a hand on it? Low snap. Braxton able to get a boot to it, but low snap, low kick, and a hand on it makes the block for the Eagles. And the Eagles with excellent field position on the Breathitt 31.
They've gotten close once or twice, and at that time able to get in there and get a block. The punt team had been the bright spot up until that point for the Bobcats so far, able to flip the field several times and give their defense a longer field to work with. The Bobcats find themselves with the Eagles offense has got a short field to work with here.
10:40 to go. The Eagles will go to work. Grimm under center with a wishbone behind him. He'll turn. Maybe be a busted play, I thought there for a minute. He turns. He's got a man open. And it looks to be number 28, I believe, from here is Logan Music. Music will make the catch, and he's tackled, but not after a pickup of about enough for a first down. So we'll say 10 yards, pickup of a first. That'll be another go time. First down for the Eagles, go time with 8 great locations to serve you.
You know you're a running team when you run a pass and it looks like a busted play.
It really did. I mean, he turned and he was almost in slow motion, and then he just dumped it off to Music. Here it is, the bone up inside again, and I think that was 11. I believe that was Morrow. No, that was Barnes, my bad. Number 4, that was Barnes on the carry. And he will pick up about 4 yards. Ball on the 16-yard line. Eagles inside the red zone. Now looking to try to put a nail in the coffin here of the Cats, Eric. Bone behind Grimm as he turns, looks to his backs. He'll keep it. And he's got a blocker in front of him. Hand on the back, and that a great tackle that time made by Wes Abner. Great open field tackle made on Grimm. But that'll be a Steak and Shake first down for the Eagles. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and milkshakes.
You said it, Rob. Wes did a great job fighting through the receiver, trying to block him there, and made a big tackle for the Bobcats.
Well, Grimm had a blocker. I mean, he actually got a hand out and put on the guy in front of him. He had a great blocker in front of him, and he had a receiver trying to put a good stock block out for him. And Wes able to fight through and make the tackle. So a great stop by Wes Abner, young man we had on the show this week on the Kyle Moore Show, senior leadership here on the defense. See what Grimm does as he goes under center, and he gives to Barnes again, and Barnes will dance his way into the end zone again for the Eagles of Johnson Central. That time Christian Barnes takes the handoff and moves into the end zone around the right side. 9:13 to go in the fourth, and the Eagles go up 27-0. Thanks again to our sponsors. Jiffy Mart. Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. The law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, located on Highway 15. The kick by the Eagles, the point after is good. And that'll be a 28-0 lead for the Eagles here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaches are kind of scratching their head wondering what they can do to kind of get some momentum going here for this Bobcat.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first.
Like third and long type situations, just not able to bring things together here tonight.
No, execution has not been a strong point. Things have just not fell together or fallen together for the Cats. We've tried numerous different plays. It seems like we've had some success, but at any given aspect, you got to ask a little bit more of your guys at this point in the game. You really got to dig down deep and make this respectable for the Cats. Southern Woods Heating and Air. Be sure and give them a call. No job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owners Dustin Kilburn. Squib kick that time going to be handled by Alex Strong as he lost the handle on it, and he gets it back, and he'll be tackled right around the 31-yard line. Alex Strong again makes the handle on the squib kick by the Eagles. So the offense for the Cats comes onto the field with 9:09 to go here in the fourth. Cats looking for some answers. Got to have something here late. Sperry will be the receiver right in front of us, just to A.D. Johnson's left. Single back to his left is Gibson. And two receivers to the far side of the field, moving right to left. Johnson waits on the snap, takes it, sits back in the pocket, looks, quick throw, and just out of the arms. Pass intended up around the 40-yard line for Isaac Wheels Turner, and just out of the arms of Isaac. It goes incomplete. I thought he had a hand on that one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to bring that in. Good play call. Isaac Wheels Turner and Austin Sperry running crossing routes. Both of them look to be open. Johnson able to get it to Wheels, just able to bring it in. I'm sure Coach Moore's going to draw up another creative play here, try and get one of his guys open.
So Isaac will go out of the game. We've got John Carter Holland, the far receiver. Ball is going to be on the 33-yard line. Cats go back to work. Sperry, the receiver in front of us here to Johnson's left, give up inside to Gibson. Gibson tackled and rolls forward up to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 2 yards for Gibson. If you've been injured, stop and see Dr. Howard, whether it's been auto accident or workers' compensation. He can help. No referral needed, and over 22 years experience. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Badeville. Shop in the store or online at rosebrothers.com. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, which is Johnson's right. He'll take the snap. He looks to Sperry. He'll throw across the middle, and it's incomplete. Thrown over the head of Sperry. Couldn't get to that one. Had somebody coming to him real quickly, and Johnson got rid of that one. It'll be incomplete to Austin, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the punt team once again onto the field for the Cats.
I was just noticing how they had not been able to get the ball to Sperry, Rob.
Yeah.
But if you notice down there, he's double covered, and he's probably been that way all night long. They've got somebody on him on the line to disrupt his release, and then a safety over the top.
Thanks to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Terry waits on the snap. He gets it. He gets this one away. Good high kick. It's going to fall around the 35 and roll back to the 30, and it'll be downed at the 30-yard line by the Cats.
Another good kick by Terry, able to give his defense some room to work with.
Yep. So ball on the 30. That'll be a go time, 1st down for the Johnson Central Eagles. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 locations to serve you. Special thanks to Go Time and Steak and Shake for continuing to sponsor our 1st down plays. And 1st and 10 for the Eagles, 8:09 on the clock, 28-0. Eagles lead over the Cats. Broken bone give from Grimm back in the backfield to, it's a different running back, I believe. I don't think, is it 28?
I didn't catch up the runners.
Looked like 29.
Good job by Tincher to step up there in the hole and make the tackle.
Not for sure on the ball carrier. Yeah. So Grimm going to turn. He'll give up inside. He's met immediately by Tolson.
Yeah, good job by Tolson. Read that well. Immediately in the hole to stop that.
That time Barnes, the ball carrier, Christian Barnes, able to pick up 2 yards before Tolson makes the tackle. It looks like 29 was that ball carrier. I don't see him on the roster. I'm checked twice, but maybe had a jersey change for somebody. So Grimm back to the line of scrimmage, under center, Wishbone. He'll pitch back to number 1, and that is Conley, and Conley breaks it up the sideline. Look out, it's off to the races. John Carter Holland able to catch him and bring him down around the 8-yard line. He falls up to about the 5. Carter Holland able to chase down Carter Conley. Battle of the Carters that time, and John Carter Holland able to bring him down. They're going to spot it at the 8-yard line, so a big pickup and a steak and shake first down for the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great milkshakes and steak burgers. Grimm back under center in the wishbone. He'll turn. He'll give to number 1. That is Conley again, and Conley bounces it out of the middle, off the left side and around the tackle and into the end zone for the Eagles. That is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for Johnson Central, as they will punch it into the end zone again on the shoulders of Carter Conley.
You know, Rob, this was a really tight ball game for a while there, and then here in the later half of the game, the Eagles have kind of been able to put, you know, some points on the board, kind of break it open. You got to wonder how much has fatigue played into that, because this deep Bobcat defense has been on the field a lot. The offense has not been able to get anything going.
The Eagles had a huge third quarter. The block that time by number 26, Peyton Daniel. Kick is blocked, and the Cats have had somebody coming on each of these kicks and finally able to block one. That'll make the score 34-0 with 6:24 to go here in the game. Like you said, Eric, this was a really close ball game. I told you I liked our odds when it was 7-0, but the Cats unable to keep up with the Eagles in the third quarter, and here in the fourth, the Eagles continue to pour on the offense, and they've not changed anything, Eric. They've stayed successful with the plays they were running in the first half. They've just been able to execute. They've not had any fumbles. They've not had any turnovers. I think they punted the ball away one time. So the Eagles are able to execute here in the second half. Big third quarter for them as they able to stretch it out and go up 2 scores. And from that point on, they've not looked back. Back deep for the Cats is John Carter Holland and Isaac Wheels Turner, and Peyton Daniel to kick it off for the Eagles. It's been a mix-up of squib kicks, and that time he kicks that one, and it'll be handled by Wesley Abner as he falls on it just shy of the 40, right around the 39-yard line. Wesley able to cover that one up and keep it from going any farther down the field. He just covered that one up, falls on it at the 39, and that will be a steak and shake first down for the Cats as they'll start this possession. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great milkshakes and great steak burgers. Offense onto the field, and we still have A.D. Johnson at quarterback as he'll come on. He's got back to each side of him, Gibson and Isaac Wheels Turner. Turner will step back, and Gibson will move up in front of him at one receiver each side. Johnson waits on the snap. He'll take it, pitch it to Wheels. Wheels makes one man miss. Second man able to get him down at the 41-yard line. Thanks again to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They're your stop for the best selection and a great deal. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, septic, appliance, and heating needs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Same set for the Cats as he'll give to Johnson gives to Isaac Wheels Turner, and on the tackle, the ball comes loose. I think the Cat's able to follow and cover it up. Ball popped out as the tackle was made, and they will spot the ball on the 38-yard line. 5:30 left on the clock here in the fourth. 34-0 Eagles over the Cats at this point.
This Eagle defense is getting some pressure on nearly every play right here, Rob, making it difficult for the Bobcats to get anything going.
Cats set, one receiver each side, 2 halfbacks, one each side of Johnson. Sits back, quick throw, intended for Carter Holland, and it'll go incomplete, out of bounds. Thanks again to Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with her famous hoagies. Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Chuck Price and Seth Holland, your agents in Breathitt County. They are big on commitment, big on Kentucky. They remind you they're big on Breathitt County. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals and many multi-specialty physician practices. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. Cats set on offense, or bringing the punt team. My bad, 4th and 12. Terry back just past the 30, waiting on the snap. He gets it. He'll put a foot to it, and it's a high punt, real high punt. It's going to fall at about the 46 or 47 and take a huge roll for the Cats, and it'll be down back around the 32-yard line. A high punt that time by Terry, but the ball takes another good roll for the Cats, and field position will have the ball spotted at the 37-yard line, 32-yard line. Once again, I was trying to give him 5 yards.
This Bobcat defense finds himself out here on the field again, Rob. Be fortunate if they could get another turnover here, or manage to get a stop on this end of the field, and maybe give the offense an opportunity to play with a short field, which they've not had tonight.
Yeah, you'd really like to see them make a stop and make a respectable drive on the offense and get the ball in the end zone late in the ball game here. 5:09 in the fourth, 34-0. Eagles over the Cats. Grimm back under center in the wishbone. Turns, gives, and not sure of the number. 28. Second and 9, pickup of about 1 on the carry.
I think that was 52, Kobe Bird on the tackle.
Kobe Bird made the stop?
I think so.
Grimm back under center in the wishbone. Turn to his left, give to the second back through, and he'll be tackled and brought down right around the 36-yard line.
Third and 5 here. Big play for this defense. If they can get off the field, they might give the Bobcat offense the opportunity to get on the field with, in a position to make something happen.
Hoss, Stamper, and Braylon Thomas and Colby Bird, the front three for the Cats right now. Sloan will give up inside. Quarterback will make a handoff, and young man is Conley, I believe. No, that's Barnes. Christian Barnes with a great pickup of yards and another go-time first down. Sloan, the quarterback, turns, makes the handoff, and look out. Barnes moving the ball up the field past the 50 into the Cats' territory up to the 46.
A tough run by Barnes. They're able to elude a few tackles before the Bobcats can bring him down.
Central with a good-looking backup quarterback in there right now, number 14, Sloan. He'll turn, and he'll give to number 29, a number that we do not have on the roster, number 29. So second and about 3 for the Eagles, pickup of about 7 yards.
Carter Hunt.
Carter Hunt is number 29. Remember that young man's name going forward here. Sloan still the quarterback under center in the wishbone. He'll turn, and he'll give again to Hunt, and Hunt will be up to the 30-yard line where he's tripped up, taken down. Maybe had two defenders run into each other, maybe. Tolson and Abner both slow to get up. Tolson's up now on his feet. Looks like Corey Combs may be going off the field for the Cats.
Eagles taking their time here, Rob, running some clock off on this drive.
Smart decision by Coach Peck and the Eagles when you're up 34-0 on the Cats. A good wishbone offense going to run the clock is your friend at this point. He's going to run the ball and take as much time as he can. Braxton Perry, number 18 for the Eagles on the carry. Second and about 8 yards to go now. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Cats. Sloan comes to the huddle for the Eagles. Sawyer Hall coming into the game for Braylon Thomas. Trying to get set, and Braylon trying to get off the field. So this time Sloan will give to Hunt again. That time Hunt gets the ball to the 25-yard line. Ball will be spotted almost on the right hash mark for the Eagles. Eagles moving left to right and the wide side of the field to their left now as Sloan comes into the huddle to call the play. Eagles will come to the line of scrimmage. 53 seconds on the clock. They'll stay in the wishbone. Sloan takes a snap, turns, gives again to Hunt. Hunt on his feet. He goes to the 10, the 5, and he's into the end zone. So Hunt makes good of his time on the field, and he will put it into the end zone with 42 seconds left in the fourth. That'll make it 40-0. Johnson Central over the Cats.
Yeah, that one's got a sting for the Bobcats right there. They've been playing hard all night long to give up a late one there when the opponent's just running the clock out. That can't feel good for the defense.
So the point after kicker back onto the field, Peyton Daniel. Last kick was blocked by the Cats. This one's up, and it is through the uprights and good. That'll make it 41-0 with 42 seconds to go in the game. Special thanks again to all of our sponsors here tonight that have been with us. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app. Big Blue Heating and Air. Call Big Blue Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs, serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. We appreciate all of our sponsors here tonight. We've got a great list and continue to be with us throughout the season to bring you the coverage of the Breathitt County Bobcats as they continue through their schedule tonight. Just a tough night. A really close ball game, 7-0 early on in this one, all the way up to halftime. But the Cats unable to keep up with the Eagles in the third quarter, and the Eagles have continued to stretch it out in the fourth. And they're up on the Cats 41-0, 42 seconds left on the clock. Daniel Payton to kick this one away. Another squib kick going to fall back around the 30. Mixed up in the feet of Wesley Abner, and Isaac Wills Turner is going to pick it up. And he will go down around the 15-yard line. 30 seconds on the clock. And that time the squib kick kind of got mixed up in the feet, and Isaac Wills Turner able to pick it up and try to get it out of there to make something happen, but was unsuccessful. I think the Cats are going to line up at midfield and let the clock tick out and not run a play. 41-0. The Johnson Central Eagles will be victorious here from Matney Field in Paintsville, Kentucky, over the Bobcats. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after these messages to recap tonight's game.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life. YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality Yamaha, Polaris, or Kawasaki vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 4 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, or Paintsville, or online at ypkmotorsports.com. Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, back from Matney Field here in Paintsville, Kentucky. Johnson Central Golden Eagles victorious over the Bobcats of Breathitt County, 41-0 here tonight. Special thanks to all of our staff here at Bluegrass Sports Nation. Brendan Miller, for Eric Hudson, Matt Hudson, I'm Rob Hounshell. We'll join you again next week. What did I say?
I didn't
Eric Collins and Matt Hudson. I'll try to get you guys' names right. Trying to get us out of here tonight. For Eric Collins, my counterpart on play-by-play, our great producer, Matt Hudson, I'm Rob Hounshell. Join us again next week. We'll see you on the Kyle Moore Show this week, and next week we travel to Hazard. So join us again here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll see you next week.